Join me today as I continue my ring series, share some more jewelry that I would like to return to their owners, and provide some failed attempt stories for ring recoveries. These are my stories from the Signal. If you want to be part of the Ring Finders, and as I stated in an earlier video, I do recommend if you have time and experience that you look into it. I would tell you that not all calls turn into finds. I had one call that was about 2.5 hours from me. A woman lost both her wedding band and engagement ring while mowing the lawn. She visually found the band, and that is where I focused my search. However, it was right on a section of grass where they routinely dumped ashes from their fire. This thing was littered with junk and lots of aluminum foil. I went there twice, a total of 10 hours of round-trip driving, and 2 filled shopping bags of mostly small pieces of foil, and was enabled to locate the ring. I even used a sniper coil, but no luck at all. She wasn't 100% sure she lost it at the same place as the band. I did detect all around her house as well. I found out on my second trip there, I was the second person that attempted to find the ring. I got a call one time from someone who lost a ring somewhere in their house. I spent about a half hour on the phone giving suggestions, checking clothing worn that day, perhaps it was stuck on a sweater, checking the washer and dryer, checking sink traps, and even suggested getting someone with a video line to look in ducts, as she thought it may have fallen down a vent. Unfortunately, there are very few places that my equipment would work in a house. Perhaps I could find a ring if it were in a plastic sink trap, but overall, a detector doesn't really work in a home. I didn't attempt this find, as I felt it would have been strange rooting through someone's house trying to find a ring. I had a very sad call one time where a woman was at her grandson's funeral and lost an earring. She wasn't sure, but believed it was in the cemetery. Now, I have never detected in a cemetery. Besides the fact that they are private property, it just doesn't seem right. I told the woman I would help, but she needed to get permission, and I wouldn't dig at all. I was sure if it was there, it would just be on the surface. I met up with her. She had her one earring, which I scanned so I knew what kind of signal to look for. I spent several hours covering exactly where she walked, and the only surface finds I had were brass shells from what would have been a 21 gun salute. Another call came to me from someone who lost their ring at a state park several hours away. Turns out she contacted another person from the ring finders who had no luck. She lost it in a lake that had cement lining the bottom of a swimming area. Unfortunately, the cement had steel rebar running through it. I ran some tests at home to see if I could detect a ring within a rebar grid, and didn't think it would be possible. I recommended that she contact a local swim club so that they could visually search for it, and perhaps she could make a donation. I'm not sure if she ever found the ring. The very last call I got as being a member of the Ring Finders was from someone who lost their ring on a 4-lane highway. The driver had her arm out the window and lost it in the median. I was given a mile marker and told it was around that mile marker, but could be a half mile in either direction. Now, there would be no way I would be able to detect on a busy highway in the median for what is the length of a mile. I'm currently not a member of the Ring Finders, mostly because I work full-time and have a family, and when I get a call, usually the person is panicked and wants me to help right away. You never know when or why you will get a call. I was hopeful that helping others would lead to permissions to detect in great new places. That piece hadn't worked out for me, but I'm sure if I kept up my membership, eventually I would have gotten a good lead and permission to detect on property that I wouldn't have otherwise. If you know of someone who lost a ring in a stream in central Pennsylvania, please share this video. On my channel page is an About tab where you can get my email. I know where and when I have found each of the rings. If you can describe the details, I would be happy to get the ring back to the original owner.